Hello everybody and welcome to the Tales of Randolph inside joke tier list. Now this was an idea that I thought would be pretty interesting. Our channel on Twitch has had a lot of different inside jokes and funny things that we've come up with that we share amongst our community. By the way, if you want to join, the link in the description. And I thought we'd rank them in different categories based on 3 or 4 criteria. A, how long they've been on the channel. B, how impactful they are per stream. C, how much I personally enjoy them, how much the chat enjoys them. D or 4 or whatever. And that's pretty much it. So the first one rounding us off is the we don't take L's, only W's. It has been here for some time, and not only that, it does kind of come up fairly often. It was here since the Bed Wars stream, so I'm gonna place it at a fairly decent B, I'd say. The reason for me placing it a B and not like A or S, A is like it's a fairly reoccurring or like thing, and it's fun, but it's not super duper impactful, you know what I mean? All right, the next one is the one that started it all. This is the Spidernut emote, also known as another word for poggers. It was way back, my very first stream, so I guess maximum points for how long it's been here. But in terms of everyday use, that's where it's really lacking. Nobody really uses it anymore. I think the emote is one of the least used emotes, even though it was really used when it was first here. So I'm gonna place it at a fairly, but then it's also really, you know, it has a soft spot in my heart and the chat's heart, I think. So I'm gonna place it at around C, I'd say, because, you know, that thing about it not being used much anymore. The Browny inside joke. So this one is a little bit of a newer one in terms of its involvement with the channel. It's been here for a while, and by a while I mean like since the first hardcore world, so well over a year ago, and it's been a part of my streams ever since. He's been in the background. As you can see, he's become much more center focused in my channel recently, even getting his own redeemable quality in my stream and becoming his own emote. So in terms of day-to-day use, I definitely say he's much more up there. I also really enjoy the Browny emote and inside joke a lot. And he also has a ton of history with being here for so long. So I think a solid A tier emote is that. Now this one, it kind of cropped a little bit because it has to be a box, but it's the Lag-dolph inside joke, which if you didn't know is when my stream lags or camera cuts out or does whatever, it's said to be another entity or another alternate version of me called Lag-dolph instead of Randolph. And it's been here since pretty much as far as I can remember, but it hasn't really been a main part of my channel for quite some time. It's not, you know, it's not very active. My channel hardly lags anymore, although it does sometimes. So I'm gonna place this at a D tier. It's fairly low-hanging fruit. It's a cool idea, and the actual character for Lag-dolph, I have some things planned, stay tuned. But right now it's pretty medium. Bagels. Now Bagel is a strange one because it almost solo involves just one of my chat members, which is Phoebe IRL. It's kind of our little thing of really enjoying bagels, apparently. It hasn't been around like a really long time, but long enough to get like a 3 out of 5. In terms of overall use, it's not used hardly ever. But in terms of overall feel, it's also not super good. Bagels are super good. Pick yourself up some bagels, but it's not super used. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and place this in C tier, only slightly above Lag-dolph because it's a little bit more personalized in that way. The Canada isn't real inside joke. So this one came because of my old hardcore world that lasted about 15 seconds named Canada. And we all just collectively said, let's just not talk about that. But in terms of the actual inside joke, it shows up quite a bit. It hasn't been here that long. It only really shows up when I say Canada though. So I'd probably say it's not as influential as it maybe should be to get into a higher ranking. I'd say it's below Lag-dolph in D tier. It's a good inside joke, but up against this competition, you can't really place it above Spidernut if it's not used all that much. You know what I mean? All right, we're getting into the meaty territory here with them. I think this water bottle is easy S tier. There's no denying it. This water bottle has been here for the dawn of time. It's been a member of the channel for almost as long as this Spidernut emote has. It's a common occurrence. Everybody uses it, and it's just overall an S tier inside joke. And I think that everybody uses it a lot. All right, this one's more of a niche thing that not many people know about. The Stella Vermillion inside joke. This is a very, as I've said, a very niche inside joke. Only a few members of the channel know about it. And it's my... We're just not going to talk about it. You know, I'm going to keep it that way. But in terms of... Okay, Stella Vermillion. But the Stella Vermillion inside joke... yeah, that's pretty safe. Next up, we have the Chad-dolph. Now, Chad-dolph is a little bit of a strange occurrence because Chad-dolph isn't used a ton, but like it's that wild card that's used in those situations where, you know, come on. It's not used a lot. It's very old though, nearly as old as the water bottle, so huge points for that. But it's not used all that much. It does have a little bit of a place in my heart, although it's a little bit of a meh emote. So I'd probably say it's around B tier, just solo because it's been around for so long. All right, mate. This is the Randolph is a discount Wilbur Soot meme. This happened around the time that I had first met Robotic Wolf 10 and Cello Keen 0, and I joined their Minecraft server, where they started calling me a discount Wilbur Soot. It's been around a decent amount of time, not super long, a couple months maybe. It's not used ever. I think it was only used like 3 times, and it's not a reoccurring thing at all. So this goes dead at the bottom of D tier. Oh, editing Randy here. Hey, what's up? Yeah, what up? I completely forgot in the tier list, Jackbox Gene. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Jackbox Gene is just a universally hated character, and I completely forgot to include him in the tier list. But I'm including him now. If he was there, it would be right there in between the W and the Chad-dolph right there, because he's pretty old, but not used a ton. So, back to the video. The zoom in meme. This meme is also very niche. This happens when I'm recording or when I'm live streaming, and I have this little zoom in effect that I do where I click my zoom button because it's a toggleable thing. I need to press the other button to untoggle it, and because it's in performance mode, I can't see the preview image, which means I kind of need to guess at which slide I'm on. And if I stay zoomed in without realizing it, the entire stream is just my face. Above the Wilbur Soot emote, I'm actually going to go ahead and change this. So I'm going to bump up the W, only taking W's and not L's, to the bottom of A tier, and Spidernut to the base of B tier. Not quite as, actually, no, it's higher up than Chad-dolph. And then the only inside joke that managed to crack S tier, obviously, no surprise there, is the 65-ounce water bottle. Anyway, that's my tier list. Let me know if you agree in the comment section below. I'd really like to hear what you think the tier list should have been, because a lot of people are very passionate about the inside jokes. And also let me know if I missed any, because these are just the ones that I managed to remember. But thank you everybody so much for watching. I will see you in the next next one. Night night.